Welcome back. This is my friend Dave. He's the red Sour Patch Man. Pay attention. I will ask you what color Sour Patch Man you saw today. Okay, on the last video we left off with this problem where hopefully you can tell me I can't do that because the bases aren't the same. But what if we spice it up a little bit and I put an x down here? Let's say x to the second power. And what if I was to put a y up here? Let's say y to the, let's have some fun and say 8th power. Okay? Now what I have is I have multiple bases on top and bottom. I have different exponents on top and bottom. And now I can actually solve this one. As long as you have a base, the same base over itself, it doesn't even have to be direct, it just has to be one on top, one on bottom, you can solve this. So, let's get ourselves a nice little straight line. I'm only doing this because the last two videos I filmed, I went back and looked at and realized, oh my god, I dropped crooked lines. So many crooked lines. Okay, we're going to write this out. It's going to be very painful. This is why I'm suggesting you find a nice, quicker way to do this. Okay, that's all my y, x's, so now I gotta do 8 y's. I'm not sure I have enough room for 8 y's. Yes, perfect. Yes, awesome. Okay, and then on the bottom I got 3 y's times 2 x's. Ah, battery, no. Okay, now we're gonna do some crossing out. Well, this is gonna be kind of fun because if you'll notice, Max is a little far away from each other. So something I like to do with that is I just kind of cross. Those cancel each other out, those cancel each other out. And then those cancel each other out, and those cancel each other out, and those do. So what I'm left with are these guys and these guys. So, if we go back down here, I'm not going to write the ones this time. Hopefully you understand that when I cross something out equals 1, and 1 times anything equals the same thing. So I'm just not going to write the ones this time. You can if you feel like it. On top, I have 4 x's, and on top I also have 5 y's, all over 1, which basically means x to the 4th, y to the 5th, and you're good to go. Okay, let's do another one. There was a case I noticed last week on a worksheet. If in your Mr. Fields class, he was super on top of that and was emailing you guys back with, hey, just so you know. I was not, I apologize. Let's try that out this time. Just to show you what is different. Do that. Okay, so I have x times y to the second power. Here's a very important thing. X and y are not both to the second power here. It's just y. That's a little easier to see when I write them like this, but when they're typed, it's not easy to see. So, the only time that x and y would both be the second power is if they are in parentheses. So remember last week and Monday, we worked with parentheses that have an exponent on the outside, and that means you double everything on the inside. Same here. X is only going to be doubled if it's in parentheses. But because I didn't use any parentheses, that means that I only have a x to the first power. That's the same down here. This is not yx to the 6th power. This is ys to the 6th power. This is y times x to the 6th power. Not the same thing. So this is, again, just a single one. So make sure you pay attention to that on the worksheet today and tomorrow. So we're going to expand this out with my handy dandy ruler again. This one is metal. It has cut me a couple times, but it's fancy and I like it. Okay, we're going to expand it out. Obviously I have 1x, so I'm done after I do that. And then I have 2y. This is a nice short one today. And then 1y, and I spoke too soon, 6 x's. Again, these are really annoying to write out. I highly encourage you, if you spot what it is, that is the easier way to do this. Do it. Okay. First of all, x's. I can just cancel those guys out. Gone. I'm left with, it looks like 5 x's. Then I have 2 y's I can cancel out, and I'm left with a single y on top. This one's going to be special. Again, I'm not going to write my 2 1s. You can write it if you want to, but I'm lazy and I don't want to. Okay, so I'm left with a single y on top. And then I'm left with 5 x's on bottom, which means I'm left with x to the 5th power on bottom. Pay very close attention to where yours end up. If it ends up on top, it needs to be on top. If it ends up on bottom, it needs to be on the bottom. And I'll talk about why that is the case tomorrow with negative exponents. So, if you do figure out the trick for making these things work, and you end up with negative exponents, don't do anything with them yet, just let them be. We'll talk about how that works tomorrow. Last thing I want to leave you with, just making sure you see it. X to the 5th, right? I had 6 and I had 1. What can I do to 6 and 1 to get 5? And again, I have y to the 1st power. What can I do to 1 and 2 to get 1? Think about that really carefully. Okay, say goodbye to Dave. You have one more video and a couple more slides and then a worksheet to do. Good luck.